You know what word I absolutely hate is the word side hustle. Hear me out really quick. I think if you have a side hustle and you think that that's going to bring you in six figures, say, it's probably not going to happen because you're putting in the side hustle effort. And I just don't think that's going to happen, right? My name's Chris Martinez, coach from Dynamic Fit Pros. So what I want to talk about today is something kind of like a story of a side hustle, right? So our student Gary, he's a health and fitness professional, and basically he has a full-time job and he's trying to get out of his full-time job, but he wanted to start coaching people online, and he only had 10 hours a week. So I guess that's kind of a side hustle situation, right? Fast forward, he was in our accelerator program for about 6 months and he ended up making $3,000 per month, right? Only working 10 hours. So it's kind of like a side hustle thing. I hate that word, but super proud of him. And what I want to do is I want to share his story with you and all the tactics and all the cool things he did in 6 months so you could do the same thing. Here we go.
All right, guys, welcome back to another Accelerator student case study. We got the awesome Gary Stewart with us. Gary, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, man. I just told you earlier, like when you had your phone up, I was like, where's your handsome face at? And I was like, now everyone can see your handsome face.
Yeah. There we go.
So real quick, Gary, can you give us a 60 to 90 second just snapshot on who you are and who you help as a health and fitness coach?
Being myself personally, I've struggled with being overweight for a long time and being unhealthy throughout my late 30s. So as I got older, I just became unhealthier, became inactive, and gained a lot of pounds. My own fitness journey, I lost over 50 pounds, got myself in shape. And that's from me just investing in myself and of course, education and in becoming a certified personal trainer and nutritionist. And just I did those courses just to help myself at the very, very beginning. It wasn't to help anyone else. It was just mainly if I wanted to change my lifestyle, change the way I look and the way I feel, and lose that weight and become healthy, I had to put that investment into myself. So I decided to just take a course and just study it. It was just for myself, and definitely paid off because I lost the weight. And now a few years after that, I would say about 5-6 years after, then I was like, okay, well, my passion is this, and I just want to turn it into something that I can maybe transition into helping others achieve their goals. So right now, my clientele, I'm doing in-person coaching as well as online coaching, and I'm catering to, a little bit more of a mature crowd, if you want to say that. So anyone that's like me, that's struggling to get back in shape or to feel a little bit younger and to be mobile and just to be confident. Those are the individuals I'm catering to right now in terms of a fitness coach. So I just want to let people know not to give up, not to just toss in the towel and call it a day. So we still got a lot of energy left in us, and I think exercise is I would say it's one of the main keys to life.
Yeah, amen to that, man. So I got to ask too, Gary. So before starting working with us, what would you say those top 3 problems that you were facing as a health and fitness coach in your business?
Not charging enough, to be honest, because I feel like I come from a old school background where it's like I put an ad up, have an hourly rate, and someone comes in, they like the workout, maybe they come, maybe they don't. So I think for me, it was just structure, to be honest. I didn't have anything structured in terms of my coaching at all. It was just more like, hey, I'm a fitness coach. What do you want to do? Work with me. Here's my hourly rate. But then it was just so the turnover rate was just crazy because someone will come for 1 week and then next week they don't show up, or they'll come for 1 month and the next month they don't show up. So I didn't have really any structure behind what I was doing. So now when I invested in this course, then you guys gave me the blueprint to success, and you guys know how my first month went. It was insane. I couldn't even believe it. It was more than I ever made in a couple months, just doing one-on-ones here and there, having I think another thing is for me too in my schedule, I didn't have anything set concrete. So now I have a lot of in-person clients and a few online clients as well, but everything is just easy. It's just structured. Everything's just structured, which makes my life easier.
Yep. Yeah. And just to go a little bit deeper, like Ari, like if nothing changed and things kind of stayed the same, right? Like how would that affected like your business and maybe your lifestyle if you didn't sit there and invest in yourself with accelerator program, change your prices and kind of fix like your schedule that you're kind of talking about?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be able to have an opportunity to now leave my job, right? So, and that's, that's what we're going to get into later anyways, but that's coming probably within the next 2 months. So I'm in that position now where I'm having a lot of clients, and right now my job is just like my regular full-time job is just just kind of there. I don't, I'm not really passionate about it. I am thankful, of course, that I have one, but it's not what I want to do, and it's eating up my time right now. So, I mean, I think right now I'm at this point where, I really, this is honestly, it's just my full-time gig, if you want to call it, in my job, is just pocket change right now for me. So it's not worth it right now to invest 7 hours there to get, like, if I sign one client, I'm basically with you. If I sign one client on your guys' program, it's basically my paycheck that I earn in 2 weeks. So
yeah, yeah.
So that's the big change. I'm in this opportunity right now, and where I need to leave my job, and it's here. The opportunity is right now, and it's a big leap for me. It's like a big.
All right, I know. Why did you stop this video with this right here? If I was on stage, you'd probably be throwing popcorn at me or something like that. Literally give me 20 more seconds, okay? So what I want you to do now is check out the description box below and join our free Facebook group community if you are a health and fitness professional, okay? Because we have a lot of awesome stuff on there, and we actually give away a whole full entire training video on how to build a 12-week online training and nutrition program, absolutely free. We also give this cool, quick fix business scan. They can literally make you an additional 1 to 2K right away just by filling that out and putting in some of the action steps. Plus, there's some really cool people in there. We do some live trainings in there, and it's really interactive as well too. So check out the link in the description, and then back to the video.
Scary step for me to do, but I think now it's the opportunity where I'm at. I think it's presenting itself, and it's just up to me now to kind of pull the trigger on it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You're going to take that leap. I know you're going to let us know what you do, man. So the timing will be soon when you do that. So another thing though, with this, with like the accelerator program, what was maybe like the biggest help out of the whole entire program for you would say? Because you've been in the program for a little bit over 6 months. So what would you say was the biggest help?
Accountability. Just knowing that I have you guys there. I think that's the biggest thing for me when I get stuck. You guys are easily accessible, very quick to respond. Not only that, but I feel like the entire team, because on the Facebook group or WhatsApp group, we're always chatting and bouncing ideas off each other. I mean, and some of the other students as well that we've made friends on either on our social media or personally, that we bounce ideas off of each other. So I don't know if you guys know about all this going on with the students, but a lot of your students help each other out. So which is good to see, because sometimes myself, I feel like I'm the only one going through what I'm going through in terms of coaching, whatever challenges. But then I realized that I have a whole surrounding of individuals that's probably going through the same thing that I am. So it's good to know that I'm not the only one out there that's, find some challenging things to overcome. But, there's other students there as well that can help us, help each other grow in the industry.
100%, man. And like, if we could just kind of switch gears here and talk about just like, specific results you got in the accelerator program. So like, where did you kind of start off like income wise? And then like, where did you kind of end up, after the program? Because I know that you increased your prices, and we told you before, Gary, that if you didn't have a full-time job, man, time is your biggest nemesis. That you would be.
Yeah. Well, when I started, I think within the first week I made, I think around 1,500 my first week. Which is, I know it might not be a lot, but it was a lot to me at that time, because that was like one paycheck for me. And I was like, it didn't even take me 10 minutes to get it, right? It's crazy. But, and since then, I've kept working away. And then I had another big month where I had like three high tickets, or 3 or 4 high ticket sales, which was like, was that like 6, I think it was like close to $6,000 I made in 1 month. And, you know, each month now I've been, and the crazy thing is like, you know, I don't even feel I'm where I need to be at this point. But however, in terms of my clientele, because my first round of clientele has wrapped up. So they're out, and they're out walking around, and it just hit when summer hit. They just finished with me. So a lot of my clientels were walking around, and their transformations were so amazing that a lot of people started asking them, and those individuals started coming to me. And then those individuals signed on, and then they transformed, and they started going out, and more referrals started coming to me as well. So, and now I would say within like 6 months, I was definitely caved in, probably over 15 grand, maybe. Yeah, I would say, or about there, or maybe about there in total with online and in person. So, but it helped me out a lot, because even during that time, and you guys, now I want to get into it too personal, but you know, it was a lot of personal stuff that I was going through at the time. And if it wasn't for the program and the structure that you guys have provided me, I wasn't going to be able to take that hit. And now I was able to overcome that hit. But yeah, and it's all thanks to the coaching from you guys. So, which is great.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Well, thank you so much, man. Like, you know, just honestly, like, just, I know this is probably coming from Eric as well too, man, but just thank you so much for being in the accelerator program for over 6 months and giving us a shot as like your coaches, your mentors, your leaders, and being a part of the community, man. I know you were a vital asset to that community, and you grew so much from literally that day one when I had that phone call with you. Cause I remember, man, you were a little bit hesitant to take that leap and the investment in the program. Yeah. It's like you literally like 5x your investment back, you know, from the program.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just awesome to see the growth that you made, Gary, and I'm super proud of you, man. Likewise, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. So last question, man. Like, would you recommend the accelerator program to a fellow health and fitness coach?
Oh, absolutely, 100%, 100%. Without a question. I've been trying my best to even talk to people, like even people that reach out to me and ask me how did I start my business, and I'm like, oh, you got to check these guys out, share their profile. Trying, you know, I can only do so much, but at the end of the day, they have to do what I did and just take that leap of faith.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So, yeah.
Well, Gary, man, appreciate your time on this call. Thank you again. Like Chris said, just for giving us a shot. And just, I know you're barely scratching the surface with this, but where can the listeners go, like follow you, see what you're doing, and get some good ideas from you, just inspiration?
Yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram at I can't even remember I'm so used to looking at it. It's hold on, let me find it here. Give me a second.
Put up for you. I love it.
I just can't. I never look at my name.
Something like the bod father, I want to say.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so it's the THE bod BOD_father at Instagram. Yeah. Okay. So that's my Instagram. That's where mostly I'm on right now, and my Facebook is the same as well. So same, the bod_father.
Okay. Well, cool, guys. Go check out what Gary's doing. And Gary, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Take care.
Guys, until next time.
All right. Hopefully that whole entire story that Gary told really motivated and inspired you to be able to get started just like he did. It doesn't matter how much time you have, you can still chip away at it and you can make a legitimate business out of it. So if you're interested in the next thing I have for you and you're inspired, you're motivated, check out this video right here. We literally show you how to literally break down and create a 12-week online training nutrition program from scratch. Yeah, it's our gift to you guys. Just go out there, serve more people out, charge a lot of money for it, and help as many people as you possibly can. So watch this video right here.